Breakups hurt, don't they? It takes time to move on from someone you loved. It can get to the best of us. In that fragile time, many of us end up making mistakes, messing up good opportunities. The hurt can be especially unbearable for teenagers of age groups who are just learning to foster relationships outside of their families. After a breakup, youngsters often feel lost, directionless. Some discuss their woes with their peers, some talk to their therapists, but not everyone has a healthy outlet. And that is what the government of New Zealand is trying to change. It has launched a campaign to deal with breakups and heartbreaks. It's called Love Better, and it is for people of all age groups. Have a look at this advertisement.
So, I'm doing it. I'm officially deleting my ex from all my socials. I'm moving on.
A young woman shares her experience of removing her ex from her social media. She says that she is moving on. And here's another one.
I'm going to have to do it, honestly. This is getting ridiculous. This is getting so out of hand. I need to sleep at night. I need to get over her, get over this hurdle. Just delete it. Unblock. No, not unblock, block.
Another young man is working up to block their ex. Get over this hurdle, just delete it, he says. These videos were released as a part of the Love Better campaign. They feature actual people who have just suffered a heartbreak. You can see them trying to move on. These snippets were released on social media platforms, famous among the youth. Why? To help the youngsters cope with emotional distress. Not through scripted videos, not through motivational lectures by life coaches, but by real people. Through raw and unfiltered stories of those who are in the same boat as them. This is a one-of-a-kind campaign launched by the New Zealand's Ministry of Social Development. It aims to help people foster safe, positive and equal relationships. Nearly 80% of 16 to 24-year-olds in New Zealand have been in a relationship. 87% of them experienced harm beyond the normal hurt of breaking up. Most of the hurt reported was emotional, but 1 in 6 young people faced physical arguments in their relationships. And this not only puts the youth at risk, but it can also hamper the way they look at relationships or form connections later in their lives. You see, breakups come with a lot of consequences, and this includes self-harm, depression, substance abuse, risky sexual behavior, violence, blackmailing, stalking. Most of the time, guardians have no clue what their kids are going through. Adolescents are left in an abyss. If they don't receive proper guidance, a failed relationship can drive them to extremes. Simply asking them to get over it or find some distraction is not enough. How many times have you heard the same piece of advice? Does it ever really work? Instead of getting over it, the Love Better campaign asks those with a broken heart to own their emotions. It affirms that feeling hurt is a normal part of being human. The campaign supports young people to acknowledge their pain, to channel it into something positive for themselves. And this includes normalizing asking for help when needed. And this, by the way, is just the first phase of this campaign. The coming phases will depend on the findings of this one, and the Love Better campaign will cost around $4 million over the next 3 years. You see, the New Zealand government is willing to spend this kind of money for its heartbroken youth. The question is, will other countries follow suit? WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.